G-Man Boxing. Do you know what I mean? Every single live he donates. I see him on other lives donating. He's got the bag on it.
Alright, people. Apologies for no midweek report today. That will come tomorrow. It's just I'm home late, and if I do a long video at this time, I tend to be kind of buzzing for the rest of the night. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. I know a midweek report on a Thursday. It's not technically midweek, but hey, I know you all like it. We want to talk about these images that have emerged of Billy Joe Saunders, and boy does he look out of shape. I mean, this guy is looking round. Round. It's crazy. So, the Daily Mirror are quoting Billy Joe Saunders, or Daily Mail I should say, are quoting Billy Joe Saunders from Matchroom Boxing. He says, I'm getting a bit bored, and I've got itchy knuckles. Right? So I decided to do a little bit of training to shift some timber, badly needed. To see where the road will take me. Life is okay. I went for my checkups to the doctor and he was happy. The first thing is obviously your health. It's pointless boxing, whatever you are boxing for, whether it's millions or just pounds to come, if that's not in check. And I decided, which it is looking like, I will come back then I can. It's nice to enjoy a bit of training, and it's nice to have a clear head to see where I want to go, rather than to have defenses and stuff go where other people want me to go. It appears that Saunders is not putting too much pressure on himself. He said that he doesn't have a specific fight date in mind, but could make a return towards the end of 2022. I think this year is definitely marketable for myself. I'm in the gym now, going twice a day, and the weight's coming off, and I'm getting a bit fitter every day. It could be the end of the year, or it could be early next year, but we will soon find out. It depends on what opponent is available, he added. Right. Well, what opponent is available? And obviously, if you scroll down to the bottom of this article, John Ryder and Chris Eubank Jr. have been mentioned. Now, John Ryder, both of them are rematches. I've heard rumours that John Ryder is going to face Edgar Berlanga. John Ryder should win that. Berlanga's no great shakes. But Billy Joe looking as out of shape as he is. I'm telling you now, he's not come back by the end of the year. No way, never in a million years, not a chance. I'd be amazed if he could get back before the end of the year, because he looks so out of shape. He looks like a flipping heavyweight. And you know, I'm not going to draw this video out. I've given my 2 cents on it before, but I didn't think Saunders originally would come back. I was kind of in two minds. But he really only wants the big money fight. He's not going to come back and have a couple of stay busy fights. He's not going to come back at middleweight, certainly not. But he's not going to fight the Martin Murrays of the world, or is it Sefas Sufi or something like that the guy's name was. He's not going to be fighting guys like that. He's looking for a big name, big money fight, just to top up the retirement fund, in my opinion. The idea that he's going to come back at the end of the year is laughable. Not the shape he's in. No way. I suspect he's waiting to see what happens with Chris Eubank and Conor Benn. That's what I reckon he's going to do. And you know something? If they've teased the Saunders-Eubank rematch for many, many years now, and I always would have picked Saunders to win the rematch. I know people say, look, Saunders gassed late and Eubank came on strong. Saunders wasn't in the best of shape for that fight. I think if he had been conditioned well, and no disrespect to Mark Tibbs is a great guy, he's a great trainer, but I do think that Dominic Ingle and Billy Joe Saunders suit one another. I think you get the best out of him. It's not a knock on Mark Tibbs as a trainer, it's just sometimes you click with a certain style that a trainer teaches, and I think he did that with Dominic Ingle. So I think that if he'd been with Dominic Ingle in the first fight, he would have won it more clearly. And I always would have picked Billy Joe to beat Eubank again. But right now, Eubank all the way. Even if Saunders gets himself into decent shape and comes back 2023 to fight Eubank all the way. Because Saunders, I think that the inactivity, the blowing up in between fights, the fact he's in his 30s now, it's all going to catch up with him. I mean, Saunders has wasted, I know he's a 2-weight world champion, and that is a good achievement, yes, but he wasted a career chasing Canelo and not being in shape. He could have had that Canelo fight in 2016, because he was meant to fight on the undercard. I think he was meant to fight Gabe Rosado or Willie Monroe, one or the other, and it was going to be on the undercard of Canelo Liam Smith, in, I think it was the Arlington Stadium in Texas or the A&T Stadium, one or the other. And why did he not fight on that card? Not in shape. Couldn't make the weight. So then he fights that Akabov guy in 2016, has to wait a year before he fights. He fought Willie Monroe in 2017, but then he had to fight Lemieux, and then he never built off the success of Lemieux. Had another year of inactivity. Then he had 2 fights it was just like he's just chased these big fights. But here's the thing. He never kept himself relevant enough to warrant the big fights. You know, he would call the Triple G. He would call out Triple G, and he came to the Triple G Canelo press conference with a gut on him. So even if he wanted to fight, if they wanted to fight, he'd be like, you're out of shape. You know, you're not in shape. How long do you need to lose that before we have to fight? So, for me, Saunders has just squandered his career. Tremendous talent, but him coming back now, it ain't gonna amount to anything. He's gonna get beat sooner or later. He's gonna get beat before. If he fought a Martin Murray of the world, he'd probably end up either struggling real bad or getting beat. That's what I reckon would happen with Saunders. And I've given Saunders plenty of praise, plenty of criticism on this channel. But I gotta say, like I said, he ain't coming back like that. He ain't gonna do anything looking like that. And even if he loses the weight, how much is that gonna take out of him? So, that's my 2 cents on it. I'm not gonna draw this video out. Midweek report tomorrow. And then we will see. Maybe do a watch along. May. Do a watch along for Parker versus Joyce on Saturday. For now, lads and lassies, I'll talk to you. Smash the like button if you could. Subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.